we should have brought the pillow.
I'm gonna sit on my jacket so it doesn't hurt my butt.
All the tall people in the back. Next to shorter.
This is gonna last long. My butt hurts already.
Hi guys. Welcome.
Hey. Hello, Justine. Hello.
How are you guys doing? You good? Good crowd.
Well, thanks. Hello, check. Ricky, turn that up for me.
Now we're going to go through and sincerely ask.
Where's the
Where's
doctor?
Dr. Andy?
Where's the doctor?
You gonna mess with this?
I'll mess with that. Because I am a recording engineer. See here.
Check. I think I'm all right.
Hello.
He is.
Twist those knobs. Hello. Oh, hello. There
Yeah, that
we
was
go.
good.
Yes.
Put Ricky up
Yes.
too. Is Ricky up?
Ricky, are you up? Yeah,
Yeah,
Ricky's up.
Ricky's good.
Well, thanks for coming, everyone. We'll see you next year. Wow, I got a rocking chair.
Wait, is that poor guy here who you gave such a hard time to last night?
I hope so.
You guys remember him?
That was everybody.
Yeah.
How's everybody?
Where is
Where
he?
are you?
Where is he so he can torture you again?
Yes.
Anyway. Or if anyone else would like to get that treatment, just raise your hand.
Yes! Yes, they're part of the collective now. All right, Ricky has decided that he wants to run this panel, so we're gonna let him.
Okay.
Nice.
Who wants to ask a question from your face?
That's the way to do it.
I refuse to answer questions from any other part of their orifices.
That would be quite a talent.
You just gotta tune to it.
Right here,
you.
friend. Ricky gets to do it. I'm not doing it.
So, where did the
I decided to sound like a rebel for this one. Go ahead.
where did the name Corpus come from? I was just curious.
Jonan's mind.
Jordan said he was watching, what was it, Straight Eye for the, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Right.
And they were interviewing a guy, or they were like doing makeup for a guy, put a weird spot on his face, and they're like, "What's this?" And he's like, "That's my lupus." And then it just
Which turned into flupus.
Turned into flupus and then went to florpus.
Which went to lorpus forpus.
See, that's how genius works.
Yes. Yes, and then you. Yes, then you. Yes, then you.
Okay, so I was on the video channel, so I don't know.
Now you.
Have you done?
And yes.
Okay, so I was on the video channel, so I don't know if this question was asked, but
It was. Now you.
what were your favorite roles that you guys have done outside of Zoom?
I like playing Gaz outside of Zoom.
I like playing Dib.
Yes.
Sometimes I like
I
to
played a
play
goat
Dib.
once on Mighty Magic Swords. This is my line. Mom.
Come on, let's answer his question.
Okay. Gur.
His line was,
Zim.
Mom.
That question wasn't asked yesterday.
So we can answer.
Now you. Is that what your question was? Was this question asked yesterday? The answer is no.
You know
Okay.
what? No one is going to be right when they leave this room. No one.
I love all the characters that I've played, so it's hard to choose my favorite one.
Which one would you shoot in the face? Drag out into a cornfield. Go, that's it, buddy.
Got a little
You
vim and
there,
vigor
Martin."
today.
Oh, sorry.
He's crying. You made him cry.
Yes,
Yeah,
answer.
I was gonna say that it's hard for me to choose. I have my favorites for different reasons. Like Daggett from the Angry Beavers is more like my own personality. Billy is just ridiculously silly, and I got to do a lot of improv on that character. And Zim, the writing and most of the acting is really good. Most of it.
Except for that one.
Don't talk about Dib that way. He's not here. He was awful.
Oh,
And you?
Oh,
Most
yeah.
of your acting.
You,
You know what? I have to say that Edward on Cowboy Bebop is, it was such an incredible experience that recording that show, and it's anime, and it was just an incredible experience doing it and creating that character and to see the life that it has had for so many years is truly wonderful. But some of the other wonderful characters that I love playing Dendi on OKKO on Cartoon Network. I mean, she's such a special character, and also Neptunia. Kyle, I should have worn my clips. He gave me my little clips. Anyways, I love all my characters too, but it's a great question.
We waited too long for your question, so next.
You snooze.
Mickey's running this.
Her, yeah.
Okay, so if there was a live action Invader Sim,
No.
Matt Damon would play all of us.
Yes.
which famous actor would you want to play your characters?
Probably Brad Pitt would be the most likely. You?
Who would you like to cast as all of? No, serious, as the characters.
I have no idea.
The answer is us.
Seriously though, Benedict Cumberbatch would make a great Zim. He would be a good Zim. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Dressed as Zim.
But he'd still be your voice.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's just not make it a live action. Let's just keep it.
Yeah, maybe Christian Bale would be a good Zim. Reese Witherspoon would be a good Zim.
I'm gonna move on to another question now.
Oh.
So you mentioned that Billy,
Oh,
Billy
yes.
Man, he was named Prof a lot. And I love that show growing up, and I love Billy. So what are some of the lines you remember any that were improv?
Ding! Yeah. Ding! Yeah.
That sounds totally scripted.
I'll give you an improv one. So we were about to do the Big Boogie Adventures, and there's the song we do. Scary-o, I'm scared but not very though. Scary-o, I'm not scared from my head to toe. I guess I am scared, right? So in the script, they have this break, this Billy solo, right? And I was so excited to do it, and they brought in an 80s hair band singer to do that break. I'm not scared, right? And I was like, what? I'm looking forward to that. That's my thing, man. And well, no, we decided to go this. Oh, that sucks. I was pouting, and they go, okay, if we have time before lunch, we'll let you take a stab at it. Great. Working. Lunch is coming up. We're getting closer to lunch. It's not happening. And then we're about to go to lunch. They break for lunch. Go, wait, you said that. Oh, okay, go. And so I just improvised the whole thing. I was like, I'm not scared. I'm just really hungry. I want a sandwich. Because it was lunch, and I was hungry. And that's what made it into the show.
Yes! That's the way to do it. That's it. No, okay, there's a guy right in the back there. Yes.
So I know you guys get this a lot, but what inspired you to go into acting and your voice acting?
Money.
Power.
Consistent work.
First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
What? I'm gonna interview you guys.
It's a consistent work.
What made? Okay,
Non-stop
consistent work.
Yeah.
That made you get into it. What, Richard? Don't put your mic down. Oh, he's taking his jacket off.
So old I cannot balance.
That's what happens, Richard. I'll tell you what made me get into performing and voice acting. My whole family, I come from a family of performers, actors and musicians, and it was just a natural progression for me. And I was a dancer from very little, and did theater and sang and acted and danced, and it just was a natural progression. But what got me into voiceover was, go ahead.
Can you do a dance for us now?
What kind of dance?
A gas dance.
Will there be money involved?
No.
Then forget it.
See, Gaz wants to see Gaz.
Miss Gaz wants to give me $5 to dance.
Oh,
Nah.
Tack. Sorry, Tack.
Oh, no, she's Tack. She's Tack. But
Tack's
guys,
the love slave.
Talk about who are you?
Talk about who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
I was in the show.
Who are you? Good, Nikki.
and that's all. That's my story. Got into voiceover.
And then you danced.
And then I
You
danced.
did a little dance. Did a little singing.
Yeah.
Did a little
You
gas.
get a little dance
Did a little
again.
bebop.
Little bebop.
Did a
More
little
singing.
Wicked on Broadway.
A little singing. Is that a Wicked show? Oh, no, it's not. I was like, is that Wicked? No.
What was it?
That's all.
What inspired you to get into your life?
Oh, well, my mom and dad met. And,
No, they didn't.
You should ask him to sing
basically,
a
I
song.
started
Oh,
voice acting because Jonan shot me with a net and I couldn't get out. They dragged me into the studio and made me audition. That was 1998. Million years ago! Most of you were just tiny puppies.
Go on.
That's it. It was all done. Yeah. Next question. Yeah.
That's Tack.
Oh,
It's Tack.
hi, Tack. How you
That's
doing?
Tack this time.
I am Tack this
Hi,
time.
Tack this time.
Did you know Jonan prior to that?
I met Jonan in 1995 at a convention called Alternative Press Expo, or also known as APE, which is a very strange name because there were no gorillas anywhere in the convention. But
Is that a good thing or a bad thing that there were no girls?
well, it depends on the gorilla. And I'm
You
not,
have asked enough, hideous new girl.
I'm not Jane
Now you
Goodall.
remember.
But Jonan, it was before Jonan got published. He had a single comic strip called Anguish about a goth girl who was very anguished. And my wife Tavish and I over there in pink hair, all in the corner. We were at the convention because we were already doing comics. We were doing Robotech, and then we had our own comic called Reality Check. And Jonan, we were spooky goths, and so Jonan came up and showed us his comic. He's like, eh.
Would you like to see Ricky do the goth
And then he wouldn't
dance?
stop making eye contact.
All right, goth dance. Ready?
I remember it.
Goth dance. Yes, you do. You'll remember. No, I'll tell you. Ready? Pick the cobwebs. Pick the cobwebs. Serve the tea. Serve the tea. Catch the bat. Catch the bat. Hug the bat. Hug the bat. Release the bat. Release the bat. There's your goth dance.
Yay! That was good.
Stole that from Voltaire, the comic book artist, not the philosopher.
I see one over. I have it back there with the blue phone.
Can you do Neptune's Oh My Hallelujah line?
Oh wait. What's the line? Oh my what?
Oh My Hallelujah.
Oh my Kowloon?
Like the Neptune, the Neptune with the turkey laugh.
I can't. I'm having a hard time hearing. Oh. Sorry. You know, when I go and record those, I record like 1,000 lines. No, seriously. Like, what goes into a game? You literally. Say it again.
It's from the anime.
Oh, damn. Oh my Halloween! Does that work?
Oh, we've got more people coming in. Can everyone squish together if their
Everyone
seats
sit on
near
top of
you?
everyone.
And after you've done that, we will leave.
Move in. Get friendly with your neighbors.
Because the show's about to begin.
Pretend you're in an airplane and you're never gonna take off.
There's no babies in here, right?
All babies. An airplane,
There will be
nothing
after
but
we've
babies.
squished together.
Oh boy.
You know what they say.
A plague of babies. All right, go ahead, Ricky. Keep rolling.
All right. What? Who's got a question?
Did Zim say trans rights?
Sure, trans rights.
Orange.
Orange. Oh, yeah, orange.
What was it like
like going to the studio for Enter the Florbus as compared to when the show started?
Well, I had a different car the first time I went to the studio for the series. Then I had a different car when I went.
Wienermobile you had?
Yeah, I had a Wienermobile.
Yeah, Oscar Mayer
I wish
Wienermobile.
I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener.
That was his job before them. He was on the
That is
Oscar Mayer
what
Wiener
I
truck.
truly like to be.
It was great going to the
I
studio.
were an Oscar Mayer Wiener.
And the
Oh,
catering
here,
was
hot
great,
dogs are here.
actually. Wasn't the catering
Everybody
great?
be in love with me.
Trying to go beyond the
What?
Wiener song.
You don't like the
Wasn't
Wiener
the
song?
catering great in the studio when we went back?
It was always barbecue.
Florbus?
It was always barbecue. Though.
No.
Ricky used to put it in his pockets without putting it in. It was like
It was
just
crazy.
in his pockets.
It was wonderful. It was like a big family reunion. But like we'd seen each other over the last how many
20
years doing cons and doing the Invader cons. But it was so awesome going into the studio again and getting to like see my kooky brothers and just getting to play again. And Jonan, he was like a puppy when we first did the show, and now he's like a grown-up man.
Now he's like a Dalmatian.
And
He
now,
is.
and completely potty trained now.
Yeah.
Completely.
Kind of.
That's right.
Kinda.
Kind of.
Like a
It was
rabbit.
awesome. It was awesome.
What was it like for you to be in the studio with me again, Ricky?
Oh, well, since I saw you all the time, it's sort of like, hi, Richard.
Hey, Ricky. There you go.
Yeah.
Next question.
But it was nice seeing Melissa again.
Right?
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 Ooh. Yeah.
What's your favorite piece of Zipper you own? Because I'm pretty sure you guys have something on you.
I have a gird that my sister crocheted for me, that she made for me one year at a surprise, along with a Totoro that she made.
I have, you remember Best's friend?
Yeah.
I have Keith's actual eyeballs. That's my favorite piece of merchandise.
I have two favorite things. One, when we were doing, when we tickle my throat. We were doing one of the Invader cons, and there was like a puppet making room, and someone made me a Gaz puppet, and I still have it. It's on my desk at home.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, do you remember that?
That was Shannon's mom.
Was that Shannon's mom?
Yeah, she ran that.
She must have made it for me. It was so cute. I still have it on my desk at home. And then I have a Gaz shirt. She's playing the game Slave, but I was doing Wicked at the time, so it's a long time ago. But I still have the same shirt. And one of the costume designers or one of the dressers was into girlifying shirts, like cutting the necks out and the sleeves and like putting ribbons up the back. So I had it completely girlified, and I used to wear it to cons. I should bust it out. Yes, those are my two favorite things. Yes.
Well, thanks for. Oh,
How about right here in the front? Right here.
Ricky, you choose. I chose last time.
I choose this time. Right here.
Okay. This question is for Richard. You voiced Chaos in the Skylanders series.
Yeah.
Chaos has so many funny moments and lines. What is your favorite Chaos moment?
Nina, I have crossed oceans
In case anyone doesn't know, that's Dracula.
Yeah, that's Gary
Gary
Oldman.
Oldman
Dracula.
and Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
You know, that's a good question. I think the most fun I had is that I got to work with Norm Macdonald in the series, and so he was fun to always work with. You know, but like my favorite line from Chaos is the game or the series.
Either one.
I like Doom Sharks. That's my favorite word. Doom Sharks. A lot of doom in my work. A lot of doom going on.
Well, you know, it's just a reflection on your. Oh no.
Nina, I have crossed oceans of time. You see, because he travels through time in a
it's a fart
coffin.
joke.
Yeah, and he's buried himself in dirt,
why
so
the raspberries.
he's been like breathing dirt.
Right.
So there's a lot of dust in him, and when he gets up, Nina.
That's how you do it?
Yes.
You know what? It's just made me laugh for like 20 years.
I know.
To do that. So.
We did that for a long time.
Who's next? How about right here in front? Clint.
What was the hardest segment to record?
To record?
Yeah.
Of the movie or of the series or both? Either one.
Anytime I had to yell for me, which was the whole time. It's like literally, if you saw our script, it was like, Grr, Z, Grr, ah, Grr, Deep, ah. That's the hardest part.
When Gary goes, burrito, because my lung collapsed, I didn't realize I had pneumonia.
Oh my god. I think the hardest for me was I remember when we were first doing the show and I was doing a production of Sweeney Todd, if you know the musical Sweeney Todd, and I was playing Joanna. So I was singing very, very, very high coloratura, like all week, or sometimes, so then I'd go to a session and then I'd have to go straight to rehearsal. So I had to be down here for Gaz, and then I had to go and sing soprano. So I remember feeling, oh my God, I've got to like hold my voice together to be able to like do both.
Which one's Joanna? Is it Stabby Lady?
No, she's the one who, green fit chocolate at home.
Isn't she, all I want to do when I wake up in the morning is to see you smile. Joanna, Joanna.
Yes,
That's
that's exactly, yes, that's it. That's it, Richard. That's it, Richard. Right here in the front.
Do you guys have a favorite episode of the series?
I like Backseat Drivers from Beyond the Stars where Gert pops out of the turkey and says, I was a turkey all along.
I like Pastulio, where Zim says, Girl, why was there bacon in the soup?
I like Game Slave. Just do.
The only thing I didn't like about Game Slave is that Zim wasn't in it.
That's why I like it so much.
Oh!
So, what was the most fun or like the funniest moment you guys had together in the studio while recording the series?
There wasn't any fun.
Yeah, except for one time Ricky pooped his pants.
Right.
That was fun.
That was.
Well, they
fun.
were Richard's pants.
Yeah, he pooped my pants, and I don't know how he did it. Like, how did that? It must have been Ricky. Wasn't me. How did Ricky get in?
It was so fun all the time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
My turn to pick?
Yep.
Sorry. The green. I'm just doing colors.
That's Zim.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Yeah, welcome to the panel, Ricky. Here's a way to keep track of what panel this is. Look at the name of it.
Oh, it's called Ohayocon 20th
Yeah,
anniversary.
it's the Ohayocon panel.
We don't have Dr. Andy here today.
Show you. Hi.
Do you guys have a least favorite episode?
All of them.
Especially the ones that Richard wasn't in.
Yeah, I don't like Game Slave or Chicken Foot. Those are my two. I'm not in it, so I don't like it. Didn't like that one either.
I love that one.
Pretty much anything I'm not in is not one of my favorite episodes.
I'm not a big fan of the Wetning just because, I mean, it's okay, but it's just not animated very well.
Yeah, the Wetning and Germs.
We got there's always like a couple different crews that are helping animate in Korea, and we got crew like C on that one.
I wasn't a big fan of Germs. That was way.
The best
too
thing
much
about
yelling.
Germs is
Too much yelling.
we did these promotional art pieces, and I got to color them. And the one that we did for Germs shows the Germ family on vacation before Zim kills them. They're on a beach smiling. It's like a
Poor
family
Germs.
photo.
So what were your reactions to being called back for a performance?
Oh, yay!
That's about it. That sums it up for me too. Really, huh?
I knew that it was being worked on for about 2 years before Richard. Jonah wouldn't let me tell him.
Ricky
Because he said he didn't want to disappoint you, and I agree with that kind of because he's really intense when he negotiates stuff, and there was a lot of chances that it was not going to happen. And
Don't tell Richard.
A couple of times it almost didn't happen. But then I was very excited when I was able to tell everybody.
And when you told us, we did that podcast, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah, we
Yeah,
did that podcast
with,
right before Christmas,
1785?
1785, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
2000.
And then you told us.
Mr. Navarro, we did a
2017.
Yes. Was that 2017 or 16?
Yeah, it might have been 16.
Wow.
That you
so
told
way
us?
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, because the negotiations took 2 years, and then the production took 2 years.
Right, right.
So. It's crazy
I
time.
hear a little human worm
I
baby
know,
in
where's
this
the little
worm.
human? Where's our little human worm
I
baby?
hear a human worm baby.
Oh!
Hello, Nuggums.
Boopy boopy. How about Kyle over there? Yes.
What's one role you guys would love to do if you ever got the opportunity to do it?
All of them.
Invader Zim. I have to do that one.
Are you talking in an animated role?
Yeah, an animated roles. So for voice acting.
All of them.
Speed Racer, the original. Trixie.
I don't know. I can't answer that. You know what?
Yeah,
I already do that one.
You should do Betty Boop.
Just never really talk about that.
I don't talk about Betty Boop. Why?
I don't know.
Well, I love doing Betty Boop.
There you
No
go.
one asked me about Betty Boop. Why do you think I don't love doing it?
I don't know. You just never talk about it. It's not a conversation to have right now in front of everyone.
Listen, Richard.
I told you, quiet.
Like, I think you know what? I would love to do a classic Disney character, and I've had a couple of auditions where, like my very first voiceover audition, very first, like before I got Betty Boop, which is the first one that I booked, was Ariel, and I was really young, and they had me come in, and I sang, and I had callbacks and callbacks and callbacks. I kept going to Disney, and I got to the point where they showed me all the renderings of Ariel, excuse me, and they didn't know whether she was going to be a blonde. I saw a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead Ariel, and I'll never forget that. And I thought,
Same face, though?
Same face, same everything, but yeah. And
But
maybe,
you were actually on Gilligan's Island?
well, I did Gilligan's Island the musical.
That's right, see?
I did. I did. I played Marianne.
Exactly.
Mm. A Disney character. I would love to do a Disney character. What role would you like to play?
I said all of them.
All of them.
Yeah, all the roles.
All the roles that are out there. Who has not asked a question yet? Have you asked yet?
What was your favorite moment in Enter the Floor Pits?
I had a baby there.
He did.
I think I love the hazmat suit so much. The gazmat suit. The gazmat.
I like, of course not, girl. It's a sign of respect. Their stupid eyeballs can't handle all this. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
And could a dead Sim do this? I like that.
How about that over there? Yes. Yeah.
Any crazy or weird experiences you've had at cons that have stuck with you?
Ricky does.
I got bit on the wrist in 2007 at Convention, Florida.
Bit on the
I signed an
wrist.
autograph for a 14-year-old girl, and I don't have kids, so I assume 14 is when they stop biting. But this one, nope, didn't get the memo, and she bit my wrist and sort of hung on for a little bit, and then I told her, hey, I'm trying to sign an autograph here, and that hurts.
Wow.
And then she let go and went, I know! And then she ran off. It was during the whole bath salts era, so I don't know. I could be a wear girl now. Every full moon.
Ricky came up with the best line ever at conventions, because we've been like, Melissa, Ricky, and I have been on a lot of conventions together, but Ricky and I have been doing like conventions every year for the last 20 years together for the most part, and so people used to come up to us and ask us to autograph their arms because they wanted to tattoo our signatures on their arm. And Ricky finally said one day, you know, I I can't sign your arm because
I said, just don't get serial killed, because then they'll think I'm signing your work. Or my work.
That's horrible. You took the
I will tell you
punchline.
exactly how it went. He said, you know what, I can't sign your wrist because if you end up serial killed, I don't want people to think I'm signing my work.
Yeah,
that's what he said. So there you go.
Now that we got that straight.
There we go.
Yes.
I was helping you.
No.
I'll never forget my first con that I ever went to. It was Boston, but not the one we're going to, but the one that's in the spring. Yeah, Boston Comic Con.
Boston Tea Party.
In Boston Tea Party.
It was her first one.
It was my very first one I went to.
Followed by the Continental Convention, which was the next one she was at.
There was tea, yeah. But I was like, oh my god, like it was many years ago. But so I saw, it was so surreal. So there were these big escalators, and there was like some big formal event happening at the convention center as well. Yeah, there's some formal event thing happening. So 1 second I saw like Bloaty, this big guy, Bloaty's Pizza Hut going up an escalator, just like, and coming down, like right next to him. Yeah, the Bloaty costume.
It was paper mache. It was a paper mache head, which I think he has.
Are you serious?
I had to throw away the paper mache head because it really smelled bad.
Oh my god. But so I saw, this was a long time ago, so I'm going to tell you who I saw coming down the escalator right next to Bloaty was like Ted Kennedy. Yes. And I turned, my husband was with me, and I was like, oh my god, Bloaty's Pizza Hut, Ted Kennedy. What's going on here? And then it was just like, I actually saw Kennedy, and I was like, wow, that's but
they passed each other
next to
flask.
Bloaty. It was crazy surreal.
I'll never forget.
Oh, you forgot. Did you forget? That's what happens when you get old. Whoa, sorry.
It was at that moment.
I thought it was fair game.
Ugly on dads.
I thought it was fair game. Sorry.
Just cut his ankle.
Yeah. Why don't you just
Go for the
drain my
heel.
vein? All right.
Who has not asked a question yet? Oh wait, second round.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay, wait,
7,
get it
8.
straight.
Okay, all right, okay.
Okay, so I have 2 questions because.
Ask the second one first.
So you still have your green car.
I do, but it doesn't work. I think it's growing dirt and plants on the top of it right now. It died. It's 18 years old. Or no, I bought it in 2000, so it's 20 years old. And last year it died, finally.
Can we come over and graffiti it?
My wife Tavisha wants me to offer it online for anybody who's like a Zim fan to come get it. But it needs like $4,000 worth of work, so I don't know if anybody wants that responsibility. So, I love that car. Went all over the planet with it. So.
And then it got
Got
squished by Gert.
squished by Gur, yeah. It's in the episode where Gur turns into the house. And Gur steps on it and smashes it. And the guy's like, the guy's like on the phone who's like, I just bought it and I love it, it's great. And then Gur steps on it.
Okay, and then for Richard and Melissa, I know this is Invader's panel, but like, just out of curiosity, what's your favorite moment working on that?
When I quit.
Next question. No.
Fulgore. I like the Fulgore song.
Nice. She did. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Iron Man Fulgore, invincible Fulgore,
Yay!
Oh yeah, I love playing Tia. I played Tia on the saxophone.
Tia.
No, Tia.
Tia.
Right? No, I thought she was so much fun, and I didn't quit. So. What?